What's poppin'? Sean Don back with a technical analysis. Here we have Aidan Hughes, the newest SDTC elite member, high schooler, discus shot put. Um, Switched over from doing distance to throwing stuff. Definitely a rare combination, or rare transformation, I should say. So let's take a look. It's very new. I love the comment after the throw. So yeah, looking forward to working with Aidan and getting him to slang that shot and disc out there. So let's break it down. Number one, Aidan, during the wind-up of the throw, this here, only do one, maybe two, but only one. All right. The more wind-ups you do, the more you're going to second guess yourself in your movements. So just one wind-up, and that's it. Be definitive. Be confident in your actions. This is a life lesson right here. Don't overthink it. Be confident. So one wind-up. Otherwise, also start in the center of the circle. As you can see, you're starting off to the left, and that's a compensation because you're doing a bunch of other things a little not ideal, just to put it lightly, I guess. So yeah, so start in the center of the circle, feet right here, probably about 1 o'clock and 11 o'clock, if this is 12 o'clock, and that is 6 o'clock. Yeah, so start in the center of the circle, okay? One wind up, start in the center of the circle. I've said it about 6 times. Let's move forward. So during the wind up, okay, what you want to do is leave this left arm kind of out extended. You can see how you want to think about having your arms about 180 degrees apart from each other. As you can see when you wind up, this left arm, so you finally get good, like so right about here, your upper body is creating some separation between the left and the right side, whereas a couple frames back, right here, there's not a lot of separation, and that is not exactly ideal. Otherwise, I mean, like your stance is decent, nice athletic quarter squat position, bent knees, hips, shoulders looking decent, hands are up, chest is up, decent. Maybe you could turn your head back a little bit to the right, to your right, but otherwise, this is totally fine. And then when you come out of the winds, okay, you can see you're turning, but what you need to do is shift your weight more over to that left foot. So you're going to unwind and simultaneously shift your weight over to the left side. So let's say if you were starting at the back of the circle, your weight right now is probably about 50-50 right side, left side. Whereas when you come unwound, you want to probably have about 60, 70, 80% of your weight over on your right side. What you should see is this left shoulder going out over this left knee, out over the left foot. That's once again a sign that you are shifting out over to the left side. Whereas right now, you just wind up and then you unwind and there's no shift. So that essentially you're just spinning like a top and there's really no, I guess, direction to your throw. And that's why you can see you don't shift over to that left side. So then this left shoulder is going to dip back. This left hip is going to dip back. Everything, this whole left side is just kind of dipping back into the circle. And that's why you come around so aggressively. All right, you can see you started over here and now you're going directly across the other side of the circle. But before we get there, let's just break this other stuff down a little bit more. So, like I said, shift to your left side more in the entry, and otherwise, I mean, doing a good job of keeping separation. Like I said, this position is not terrible. It's just, like I said, back in the circle, get over to your left side more. Otherwise, your left side does need to hold. So, like right about here, all right, your left side needs to hold. Think about pointing your left arm in the direction of the sector. And then from there, your right side, your right leg specifically should come nice and long around the left side. So imagine the left side is like a post. And it's the same thing that like why you want to shift over to that left side is that you create that axis that you rotate around. And then this right leg needs to go long and this right side needs to go around it. Long right leg. Think about leading with the instep of your foot. So like if you're going to kick kick a soccer ball. Wow. Poor misspoken word right there. If you're going to kick a soccer ball, like with the inside of your foot, that's how you kind of want to lead. As you can see, you're kind of coming with more of a hammer sort of knee knee drive rather than it should be a more inside. You should feel your adductor, like I said, the inside of your foot, go around with this long right leg outreaching or reaching out around the left side. And as you hold this left side, you go around and the disc comes with that right side. But like I said, this right leg is coming short. That's another reason why you dip and you travel so far laterally across the circle rather than going forwards around the left side. I think around and forwards, whereas right now you're all around and then even more around. So the left side pulls back and the right side even goes around. So otherwise, as you come through, keep the disc up, that's decent, but this right leg just comes so short and this left leg is extending too much. And once you get to about facing to 180, you want to drop your left knee in, and like I said, hold the left side, and that right side is going to go forwards. The right side of the rest of the body in the throw should go around the left side, and then just once it gets around enough, you want to think about going straight forwards through the circle. You'll be carrying enough rotational momentum that you will rotate through the middle and through the finish, but you want to have more linear drive across the circle forwards. Once again, as you can see, like I said, you kind of come back across, very lateral through the circle, too rotational. Longer right leg drives forward across the circle. Left arm, keep your left arm nice and long and extended. As you can see, you start to bend that left arm and pull it in. Otherwise, as you go through the middle, you want your hips to be underneath you. So like in all my hammer technical analysis videos like I do, your right leg is so outstretched and straightened and your hips are back and your shoulders are forwards. So this is in a very stable position. I think that's why when you touch down, you're like, what the hell am I doing? What is going on? And then you just kind of get that left foot down and sling it as far as you can. What you want to do is lead with that right leg and right hip to the middle, and you want to land with everything in line. Once again, that different sort of axis, right side, right shoulder, hip, knee, ankle, kind of everything kind of coming together to the middle. Once you do that, you come down and then you should wait. So, I mean, like, also this left foot's coming up a little bit high throughout the circle. Try to keep it a little bit lower to the ground. I wouldn't say it has to be like directly above the ground, but like I said, this dramatic butt kick sort of discus throw is generally not the best. You want to keep it a little bit lower. It'll be more efficient. Left arm extended. And another pro tip, don't think about finishing the discus until your left foot comes down. And I mean, it kind of looks like that's what happens, but as you can see, this left side starts to open up before, like 3 or 4 or 5 frames before this left foot gets down. I mean, you catch the discus nice and back. It's up for the most part. Your shoulders are pretty much level. Disc could be up a little bit more, but you're also just a little bit far forward. Once again, I think this is just some balance issues that you'll figure out over the next couple of weeks as we keep working together and working on technique. And as soon as you make some of these changes in this video that I'm talking about, this stuff will get much better almost immediately, I'd say. But yeah, you can, like I said, you start that finish a little bit early. There's not much rotation going through the middle. This left side's opening up, but this right side isn't doing much. And because of that, you can see this left side pulls down as this right side as you jump up. And you can see how aggressively you jump through the air when you release the discus. Like you come off the ground like right about here. So that means you're missing out on like another 45, 90-ish, I don't know, 65. Let's call it 65 degrees of double support. So just like in the hammer, you can accelerate the implement effectively once both feet are on the ground. The more you jump through the finish, the earlier you come off and the less force you actually put into the discus. So stay down. I'm going to have you do some non-reverse throws. I'll write your throwing program up this weekend, and some non-reverse throws will help fix that, and it'll definitely clear some things up. So stay down through the finish. I mean, you have a decent left side block, like you're pulling that left arm and you stick it, but you just jump too much. That right leg jumps too much in the finish. And you come through, level shoulders for the most part. I mean, this would be good if you were just on the ground. Decent if you're on the ground, but you just jump so much. And that's why you kind of get this. You can see how much energy is coming from this right foot because it comes up and once again kind of does a butt kick thing. Left foot comes down. And we got to teach how to reverse too. That's going to be fun. So as you release the discus, this right side should come forwards, and with that rotational energy that you should already have, the right foot comes to the front. The right foot should replace the left foot, whereas right now you jump up and it looks like you're afraid to do so. Like you need to commit to it. Once again, same thing at the start of the throw, one wind to commit to it. In the finish, you need to commit to the reverse. So that means trusting that, or allowing this left foot, left leg, whatever, to come around backwards, and this right foot, right knee, right hip, right side to come forwards and replace where the left foot was previously. Whereas right now that left foot comes down. See, so like the right leg wants to go forwards, but you're just afraid to bring that left foot back to the circle. And that's why you kind of get this weird, funky sort of reverse going on. So, yeah, like I said, lots of stuff to work on, and I think you have plenty of potential to throw farther. We got to put some weight on you, put some muscle on you, get you to bulk up a little bit, but you definitely have some fast twitch muscle fibers, so I think we can make that work. So yeah, man, let me know if you have any questions. Lots of stuff to work on here. Start with the back of the circle, and then we'll get to the front. All right, so let me know if you have any questions. If you guys want a technical analysis of your own, that's right, shot put, hammer, discus, javelin. Oh, I don't do javelin, but weight throw. I do it all. Not just hammer and weight, but also shot and disc. Just a couple-time All-American in all those events, and probably one of the weakest guys to ever throw 60 feet in the shot put in college. 275-pound bench press. That's right. That was it. So, all right. Thanks for watching. Sean Don. Peacing out.